Basics of Admissions Testing, a presentation of the North Paulding High School Counseling Office.
Most colleges will require a standardized test to help evaluate prospective students. These tests give schools a common measurement by which they can compare applicants. The results can also help schools guide you in your selection of courses. Generally speaking, students start taking these tests during their junior year of high school. Some students take them a second or third time in the fall of their senior year as well. Don't start to panic that your entire future depends on this one test, however. It's true that schools value the information your scores provide, but they also know that it's just one part of the overall picture of you as a student. They will also be evaluating your grades, activities, honors, essay, and recommendations to provide a comprehensive view of your potential. With this understanding, you need to make sure you focus on submitting a quality application to each of your prospective schools. With that being said, admissions tests are an important part of the process for many schools, so let's take some time to talk about taking these tests. Let's look at the big contenders. Almost every college in the United States accepts either the ACT or SAT. Most technical colleges and some two-year colleges may accept a placement test such as the College Board's Accuplacer. Check each school's website or admissions information to make sure you know which test they will accept. One of the most frequently asked questions is, which test should a student take? Ultimately, it depends on the test required by your prospective school. That being said, we recommend taking both the ACT and SAT to see which one is a better fit for you. If you score higher on one than the other, focus on raising the score on that test. Let's take a moment to look at each one of these tests in more detail. The ACT was designed to test concepts that students have learned in school instead of measuring how a student thinks. The ACT is comprised of 4 required sections: English, mathematics, reading, and science. There is an optional writing portion of the ACT. Some colleges may require it as part of their application for admission. The exam is offered 6 times throughout the year. The testing period, including breaks, lasts about 5 hours with writing or about 4 hours and 15 minutes without. The ACT is scored on a scale of 1 through 36. A student's composite score is the average of his or her scores in the 4 main sections rounded to the nearest whole number. The SAT was designed to measure a student's ability to think and analyze rather than knowledge. The standard test contains 2 main sections, critical reading and math. There is an optional writing portion of the SAT. Some colleges may require it as part of their application for admission. The exam is offered 7 times during the year. The test period, including breaks, lasts 3 hours and 50 minutes with the writing portion and 3 hours without it. The SAT is scored using a 1,600-point scale, with 800 points possible for both critical reading and math. The Accuplacer is a computerized placement test used by Georgia's technical colleges, and many two-year colleges gauge a new student's skills in reading, writing, English, and math. Students take the Accuplacer at the school where they will use the results for admission. The school that is administering the Accuplacer will specify which of its subject tests a student should take. Accuplacer is offered during the week. You will receive your scores immediately after taking the test. To register for the ACT or SAT, students need to register using each company's website. You must pay for the test at the time of registration. Check out the specific registration requirements on each company's site. Both companies require you to upload a photo of yourself at the time of registration. For the Accuplacer, you register at the school itself. Check out the school's website for the specifics of how to register. There's usually a quick turnaround in getting an appointment to take the Accuplacer, but don't wait until the last minute. You may be able to call the school and register over the phone. Again, check with the school.
You must pay for the test at the time of registration. If you are applying online, you will need a way to submit an electronic payment. If you qualify for free or reduced lunch, you can receive 2 fee waivers for the ACT and 2 for the SAT. That's total, not per year. If you qualify for a fee waiver, please see your counselor. You must submit the waiver at the time of registration. Sending your scores is a crucial part of the college application. Included with the fee for both the ACT and SAT, you can send your scores to 4 schools. If you do not list 4 schools to receive your scores when you take the test, you will have to pay a fee at a later time to send your score to each individual school. This is approximately $13 per school. You cannot submit a copy of the student report that was sent to you following the exam. Your copy is considered unofficial in terms of being accepted by colleges for admissions. If you did not have the score sent when you took the test, you will have to pay the fee to send a score report to the school. Some sources recommend that you only automatically send a score report to your safety school in order to avoid sending a low score to a highly competitive college. Others recommend always sending your score to the schools on your list because the schools will ultimately use your superscore. Superscoring is the process by which colleges consider your highest section scores across all the dates you took the ACT or SAT. Rather than confining your scores to one particular date, these schools will take your highest section scores, forming the highest possible composite score. Students often ask, how many times should I take the test? As stated earlier, we suggest that college-bound students take both the ACT and SAT beginning in the spring of their junior year. Depending on the scores and the student's comfort with a particular test, we suggest that the student take the test with the highest score several more times. So, how many times should you take the test? It depends on how many times you wish to pay the fee. Before you take it again, however, you need to actively take steps to improve your score. In other words, you need to practice.
You can find free test prep for the ACT and the SAT in a variety of places, but be cautious. Some are better than others. Before you spend any money, research the effectiveness of the program. When you find a quality resource, invest the time to use it. As they say, practice makes perfect. You have to use the practice material to make any gains to your score. Let's take a few moments to look at some of the excellent resources available to you. Ruth is a new resource for North Paulding students, but it is a long-standing and highly regarded test prep resource. Covering both the ACT and the SAT, students can review for both tests and take actual practice exams. Ruth will then use the students' responses to generate targeted lessons and videos to help the student improve his or her score. To use Ruth, North Paulding students grades 9 through 12 can register at www.appleruth.com/North Paulding. The College Board, the company behind the SAT, PSAT, and AP exams, has a partnership with Khan Academy to provide free SAT practice. As students progress through the material, the lessons will target their specific needs. Students in grades 9 through 12 can start practicing by visiting www.khanacademy.org/SAT. The ACT also provides free personalized practice through their ACT Academy. Students in grades 9 through 12 can start practicing by going to academy.act.org. For students who are going to use the Accuplacer as their admissions test, they can find free official practice materials at accuplacerpractice.collegeboard.org. Be sure to use this practice site in order to gain a good understanding of the format of the Accuplacer as well as the types of questions found therein. Remember, your entire future doesn't depend solely on one test, but it is a part of how you'll be evaluated by the school you want to attend. Use the resources we've shown to help you prepare. With commitment and your best effort, you'll do a great job.